They tried it again, and the Russians managed to shoot down the drones. I think it was drones they were using. They managed to shoot them down the second time, the second train. But there's speculation that maybe they're getting ready to do a major offensive in Zaporozhye, in the Zaporozhye area near the power plant. Get that stuff cleared out. And Trump's claiming he worked out a deal with, where did he work a deal? I think he worked something out in Africa too. He's trying to make peace. I don't think he quite understands who's causing these wars. A lot of these wars are caused by us. I don't think he realizes it. Either that or he doesn't want to admit it in public, because what's that going to do for us if he admits that we're causing it? But the Biden administration was making a lot of this stuff worse, and he's trying to fix it. He's trying to make peace. He wanted to fix the Ukraine war, and I don't think he can. In the Middle East war, I think he might have a lull going there too. I guess it's not. I don't think they're fighting there real much right now. Maybe they got a ceasefire of some kind. But the markets hit new highs on Friday, and they looked like they were going to be green today too. In the green again today, so they hit all-time highs on Friday, which I'm sure Trump's happy about that. Silver and gold look like they're up a little bit, not much, but they're up a little. They were down on Friday. And Bitcoin didn't look like it had any real big moves. I might have been down a little bit today. I think it was up over the weekend though. I don't know. I think it might be up on the day today if the market's open, when the market's open, because it was up. I think it was up on Saturday and Sunday. So, you know, even if it is down today, I think it's still up more. It'll be up, generally up. So, I think the markets and stuff will be okay today. It'll be good. No real big moves, but I think things will be in the green. It seems like there's a bit of a lull in the stuff that's going on. That's another reason why maybe it seems like a good week to go somewhere. I mean, I didn't plan it for that or anything, but I heard, and I don't know where I heard this, but that it's a Jubilee year, and that's something to do with the church. There's a lot of people that think things are going to get real bad, but I think they're maybe overreacting a little bit. I think maybe in 26 things might be, maybe things will be a little bit rocky then. Who knows? But I did see one video YouTube, and it was more on the kind of like the alien connection, because they claim the aliens are helping us out in some subtle way. And they kind of said, look for things to look bad, but then a truce to be signed, or something a little bit good to come out that maybe wasn't expected. And that might be what we're seeing. Because we may be getting help from someone up there, and they're not. I'm not talking about the angels. I'm talking about like aliens. They might be doing something, and they said something of the nature of, don't worry about a nuclear war, that they're actually like protecting us from that, that when that somebody might shoot a nuclear weapon and it'll like glitch out. And that won't work. And nobody will even know why, and it's these people maybe did something. To look for things to come out a little better than what we expected, that maybe there'll be a negotiation or a truce or something like that. I'm not saying that the Ukraine war is going to end or anything, but maybe things will come out a little better than what we've been getting or whatever. I mean, we've been kind of getting some fighting recently, you know, both in Ukraine and in the Middle East. But it's like we're in a lull, although the Ukraine, they're still fighting at full pace, I think. There's not really a lot of news to talk about. There's some good stuff, though. There's a guy named Kennedy, and he's related to President Kennedy, but there's a Kennedy that's running our health department or something, and they managed to, they're taking the dyes out of the food and some of the artificial crap that's in the food, and they passed some kind of a law that this stuff, that you can't put this stuff in the food, and I imagine they're giving them some time to implement this, but some of the big companies have announced that they're going to take them out, that they're complying. They have to use up the stuff they've made, obviously, but the new stuff will not have this stuff in it. And it's like, why did they have to put that stuff in there to begin with? And they don't put it in Europe, and these companies make stuff for Europe, but they put it in our food, like, oh yeah, we got to make sure and poison the Americans, but the Europeans we don't poison. And it's like, I don't think we should be buying from these people. They're not honest. It's like going to a fog area here. But they're complying. There was like one of the big cereal companies or something like that said they're taking this stuff out. And it's like the company that makes Lucky Charms and all these sugar-coated cereals. And I mean, they're not going to take the sugar out, but they're going to take the artificial coloring and some of these preservatives. I mean, obviously, we're not going to take all this stuff out at once. I think it's going to come out in stages. And then the people are going to just have to quit buying this stuff. It's not stuff that you would eat, that you should be eating for breakfast. Lucky Charms and these sugar, and it's like most of the cereals in the aisle. It's like, you shouldn't be giving that to your kids for breakfast. That's candy. It's basically candy. You're putting milk on candy. And they got that's what everybody's eating. That's why we're all fat and unhealthy. Boy, it's really foggy here. It's going to be foggy at the Mississippi River. Maybe by then it'll be burned off. I mean, it'd be nice if they take the corn syrup out of this stuff. I think the dyes they're talking about is like the red dye, and I've known that the red dye, I think everybody's known that that's not good for you for decades. And it's like, we use it, people I think even Mom might have used some of that stuff. I mean, how else are you going to make